Look out, Disney World guests. The robots are coming. The robots are coming, and they're not stuck in their place audio animatronics anymore. Walkabout Olafs are moving around the parks, and it could be Mickey Mouse that's next. Today we'll tell you why, even though Tiana's Bayou is still busted, Disney is trusting in a new version of meet and greet characters not played by humans anymore. Hello folks, welcome back to That Park Place, where we continue to bring you all the news that should be fun. Today we're diving into the worldwide change that is happening. Optimus, of course, is the robot from Tesla, and Disney is trying to get ahead of that, because if everybody has a robot standing around in their house or at the fast food restaurant or wherever those things are going to be in the next 3 to 4 years, well, Disney needs a reason for you to show up, and Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy robots just might be the reason. I know it sounds crazy, but don't leave the video. We've got the receipts for you right now. Click the like button, and here we go. All right, folks, the Walt Disney Company is going all in on the robots. And why? Because they have to, and I'll explain why in just a second. But out of the account run by Scott Gustin Gustin, new Olaf took the stage today during the Nvidia GTC keynote today. Now, why would they do that? You all know this is the week when Bob Iger leaves and they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at trying to raise that stock. But also because I bet you there's no reason for this to be here at Nvidia unless Nvidia chips are going to power this stuff. Okay? I'm just telling you that it's got to be. Demonstrating Disney's latest robotic character technology developed by Walt Disney Imagineering. Olaf uses deep reinforcement learning and GPU accelerated simulation tools created in collaboration with Nvidia, as I said. Now, why does that matter? Because guess who is helping with other robots that are going to be all over the marketplace? Nvidia is in with Tesla and Optimus. All right, let me show you this, okay? This is Olaf taking the stage at the Nvidia conference. Here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Olaf. Does it?
No
so
man coming through.
Noon works.
Wow.
Omniverse works. Olaf, how are you?
I'm so happy now that I'm meeting you.
Now, I suspect that this is being teleoperated and puppeted, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's a stage show. It's not the typical thing that Olaf would do. And we've seen Olaf operate independently now behind fences and gates at Disney Park. So it works. No doubt. Okay. I've got no doubt about that. Wizard, what I think is going to happen here, and I don't think the average person recognizes this, is that rapidly, I believe Disney is going to move to all, or most at least, of their characters like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I think there'll be robots. I think the people who are inside the suits should probably start looking for new careers. If you're Cinderella, you're fine. If you're Snow White, not a problem. If you're Aladdin, you're A-okay. But if you're Mickey, if you're Goofy, if you're Pluto, look out, because Pluto's going to be a robot on all fours, maybe by Boston Dynamics. I don't know. But Wizard, this is where I think it's going. What say you? Am I just being too optimistic? Or I don't know. Maybe it's not optimism is the word for this.
Right. I don't even know. Maybe future thinking, right? You're thinking down the road, but I don't know about if it's optimism. And I absolutely believe that they're going to do that. I absolutely think they're going to replace the people in the suits, because think about it. You could have Mickey Mouse walking around longer hours in the hot Florida sun.
Sounds and you like could Mickey, put the looks voice, like Mickey. Yeah.
You could put the voice box on it too. And with AI technology, as it of course furthers and develops, you could have Mickey having full-on conversations with the kids. Yep. You can have full-on conversations with anybody then. And that's a whole new experience that you.
So remember when they used to have all the executives spend a day or two in the suit to get to know the crowd and what happened? Are they going to be at the other end of basically a drone console with this thing?
I think these are going to be rather autonomous. I don't think they're going to be fully autonomous in every situation, but I think a lot of times they are going to be programmed to be autonomous. And let me tell you why, okay? Because I think Disney actually must do this. I don't think it's a choice. And the reason I don't think it's a choice, folks, is because of this video we shared on That Game Place the other day by Sawyer Merritt. This was sort of the moment that I think a lot of companies realized this is here now. Sawyer Merritt says Figure, and it's talking about Figure 3 by Helix. Figure 3 has released new video of its humanoid robot cleaning the living room autonomously. In this new demonstration, Helix O2 performs whole body end-to-end living room cleanup, walking through the room while continuously manipulating objects, tools, and containers. And this is not some sort of farce. It's not some sort of simulation, because if you look down here, Elon Musk asks, Is it autonomously remotely operated? And Sawyer Merritt says they claim full autonomously. Elon Musk, by the way, after this video came out next month, they're going to show what Optimus 3 can do. And Optimus 3 is the one that's going into production from Tesla. Here's this video. We'll play it, folks. And this is a demonstration of now what is available. There's no need to play sound. It's just the sound of the robot. But this is a fully autonomous humanoid robot, like what will in years be released into homes, into offices, and McDonald's and Burger King and all those kind of places. And so, Wiz, whether it's 3 years or whether it's 10 years, for Disney's purposes, it doesn't matter. And here's why. Because whenever this happens, and they must be ready for it when it happens, when there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of these robots, and there's something that's part of your daily life, and people have them, maybe just rich people at first, have them in their homes, maybe they're at fast food, maybe they're running around Walmart and Target or whatever, wherever they might be, as soon as they are considered normal by the population. Those audio animatronics at Disney are so outdated and the parks are so pointless, and Disney must invest in having something like this or better, or else there's no reason to go to the parks anymore. And therefore, Wizard, that's why the careers of Mickey Mouse performers, it's time to find another career, I believe. What say you?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. That's the future. I mean, look at what we're watching here. It's moving around. It's pretty human-like, and it's only going to get better in time. And it makes sense. But I actually think Disney, if they were smart, would be investing in this technology. They would really be going all in, as we've seen with the Olaf animatronic. Really make this part of the Imagineering, and maybe even inventing your own forms of this. Although I don't think they'll be able to, but they should be investing in this. They should be the first to market for this, because if you're Disney, you should be wanting to market. We have robots walking around in the park, but it's got to be good. It's got to be believable, and it's got to be legitimate, right? But Disney would it would be a reason to go to Disney versus going to Epic Universe, which is something Disney desperately needs right now. We know that robotics is getting better and better, because look at Epic Universe. Look at Toothless in the How to Train Your Dragon zone.
Exactly.
Wonderful to see, but this is next level.
Lou, how does it change rides if the audio animatronics are not stuck to the scene, but they can walk around?
Well, the ones that are stuck aren't working, so let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, they can't.
But you know the old WWJD thing?
Yeah.
I think the question you have to ask with this is, what would Peter Dinklage do?
I can't wait to hear how you connect this. All right, tell me, what would the
well, I mean, if all the little people are not little people in suits anymore,
then I see. He's probably all in favor of it. He loves this kind of stuff. He loves kicking the teeny weeny ladder out from behind him.
I don't know.
It's a step ladder.
I don't know. It's Munchkin land, but anyway, look, these things are amazing. And yet, if everybody has them in their home, why do I have to go to a theme park to see one?
Right.
So there's a level of differentiation that has to happen, that they have to be so much better at the parks for them to substitute.
Because my friend Tommy's robot, the rich kid in the subdivision nearby, he doesn't have a Mickey Mouse robot. Nobody's got a Mickey Mouse robot except you go to Disney. You got to go to Disney to see the Mickey Mouse robot. That's the whole deal, right?
Okay, as long as I care.
Yeah, as long as
at $1,000 a day or whatever the hell they're going to charge me to see the Mickey Mouse robot.
It's such a great point, though, Lou, because what you're saying is that even as we go into the future, Epcot is here, baby. Even as that happens, what matters? The preservation of the characters. If people don't care about the characters, nobody cares about meeting Bluey or Bingo or Luke or Darth Vader or Yoda, robot puppeted or, done by a human in a full bodysuit. It doesn't matter if they destroy the characters and their legacies.
Well, and for 10 seconds, you say, wow, that's clever. Now what can it do?
That's also.
I mean, people have a short attention span and a short wow factor span, and they better be pretty damn brilliant. That's all I can say.
The quote I love so much to say about this sort of thing is, the magical always becomes mundane. The magical always becomes mundane. It's only magic. It's only magic a few times, and then it's not, right? Folks, you can.
And what does it cost?
Right. You can talk to somebody across the planet with no delay on a little square that fits inside your pocket. You've got all the information that humanity holds sitting inside that thing. And all of us walk around not for a minute wondering, what would have somebody 1,000 years thought of that? Because they would have thought, oh my, that must have come from God. I mean, it's the most powerful, amazing thing. And it sits in your pocket. And we just go like it's normal, because after a few times of hearing about it, seeing it, working with it, the next step is to say, darn it, these apps don't work the way I want them to. Let's fix that. That becomes the focus. Wiz, I'll give you the final thoughts on Disney. And I really do believe in the next 5 years, it's going to be robot Mickeys and Minnies and Donalds and everything else.
I got to harken back to a point that you made a little earlier, is that, you know what? Yeah, robots are eventually going to be in households.
Ubiquitous.
Clearly, the well-off financially will have them first, right? So it's not going to be a very common thing. It's many years before it's common. But Disney needs to beat them to the punch, and this needs to be something. If I'm speaking on Disney's behalf and saying from what their business perspective should be, it should be to get these things in the park, get them as lifelike and as realistic and as authentic as possible, as soon as possible. You got to get these things going now, because what you're seeing here eventually, and especially to the demographic that they're catering to by raising all their prices, this isn't going to be special for long.
How long did it take for Roomba to go from wow to yawn?
Yeah, and it keeps running into the walls.
And now there's some guy hacked one, I forget what brand it was, and wound up linking into, what was it, 6,000 or 7,000 of them, and seeing how their houses looked. And I mean, you know.
And you know why? Because Roomba now has essentially died. It's a company that is made obsolete by this kind of stuff. And everybody, all the investors know Roomba.
And the meme is out there, you know, that says, wow, in the future, we'll have these things that'll tell us how to do everything. And then it's, you know, as we call her, the bitch, but it starts with an A and X, it has an X in it. Give me a recipe for chicken salad, you know? It's the level of demand we put on these things decreases as they become more commonplace. And therefore, if you're going to charge me several $1,000s for a vacation to see some, they better be pretty damned amazing. And they better keep getting better in a big hurry.
Yep. Folks, you heard it here first. It might be the worst for those people playing Mickey and Minnie and all the other characters, but the world, it's changing, and Disney World is going to have to change too. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun, explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. That's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so, to be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. Remember, this Wednesday is the Disney Shareholders Meeting. Coverage live on the Pro Channel begins at 10 a.m. this Wednesday. Also, friends, if you'd like to join us for MegaCon, we'll have a booth set up for you to join. Info on the screen. Come see Marvin, Lorne, and maybe one more at MegaCon, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. We'll see you. Thanks for being here. You're the Gigawatts.